Hi, this is Ash from Easy Dairy. In this week's video, we are going to demonstrate the quickest and most accurate way to get your preg testing done in Easy Dairy. I will take you through getting the best report for your needs. We will then record results on that report, and I will demonstrate entering those results into Easy Dairy as group events. This will get the data into Easy Dairy very quickly and save you hours of entering each cow's result individually. There are a number of reports that can assist you with preg testing. We'll start with a report from the management group screen. Easy Dairy comes with a selection of built-in groups that can be expanded on. Today we are going to focus on the Preg Test due group. By default, this group shows cows that are more than 6 weeks since their last joining, have not cycled again, and have not been preg tested yet. You can adjust the 6 weeks to something different in the configuration. You can print from here and use this report if you only want the most recent joinings for each cow. However, for this demonstration, we are going to print a full preg testing report listing all cows due and all of their joinings for this season with how many weeks in calf they would be to each joining. Navigate to your event screen using the button at the top, then select Event Report. Click on the report name drop-down and select Preg Testing. A list of all cows and all of their joinings will be displayed. For this report, we only want to see the joinings for the current season. There are two ways we can do this. We can either enter our mating start date here. For example, I'll enter the 1st of October last year. Leaving our end date blank will include all joinings up to today. Alternatively, we can check the box here. This will list only the joinings since each cow's current calving date. This will clear the start and end dates as the report is now working with each individual cow's calving date. Once you are happy with your list, selecting Print gives us options on how we want Easy Dairy to fit the report on the page. We will select 4-column portrait to get as much information on each page as we can. This gives us our preg testing report. In this report, we can see that cow 1203, Blitz Natasha, has had 2 joinings this season and is either 11 or 14 weeks in calf. 1302, Shuttle Mindy, has had 3 joinings for the season, so she's either 10, 13 or 16 weeks in calf. Clicking the print button up the top will print this report ready for preg testing. Now that we have our report, we can give the vet weeks in calf to each joining. This helps the vet and ensures that we have accurate expected calving dates. If we use cow 1203 as an example, the vet may say she's 11 or 14 weeks in calf. We can circle the correct one. Should the vet say she is empty, we could write E in here, or if her weeks in calf is, say, 8, we can write 8. Do this for all of the listed cows. Once we have our preg test results, we will return to Easy Dairy and go to our event screen. Firstly, we will do a group event for all of our empty cows. Click Group Event. A group event allows us to enter the same event against many cows. This is a very quick way of entering repetitive data and is particularly useful for batch dry-offs. For this example, I'm going to select the Preg Test due group from the drop-down so that I have the list of cows I'm working with on the left. We can then begin entering the numbers for our empty cows in the Add Cow ID box at the top right. Pressing Enter after each cow will add her to the list of cows for this event. Any cows listed as empty on your report from earlier should be entered, and you will see a total count at the bottom of this window. When you are done, click OK, and Easy Dairy is now in a group event. We will enter our preg test date. I'll use today. We will then select the event. This will be P for preg test. When I press P, the list on the left will expand, showing you the preg test options available. I then select E for empty. Press Enter, and the notes will update with Not in Calf. Press Enter again, and the Save button will be highlighted. Pressing Enter again saves the event. Those cows have now been preg tested empty, and we've been returned, ready to enter our next event. Now we will do our confirmed pregnant cows. These are the cows preg tested in calf to their last joining. Click Group Event again. Our list of empty cows is still there, so we'll clear it by pressing the Clear button. We can now type in the cow IDs on which we have circled the most recent joining for. We'll enter a few of these to demonstrate. 1322, 1332, 1375, and 1383 all have circles on their most recent joining. Click OK and enter our date. Press Enter, and once again we will use P for preg test. This time we'll select C for confirmed. This will confirm these cows as in calf to their last joining. Press enter again. The notes here can be left blank as Easy Dairy will create notes for each cow. Press enter again and save. We can now see if we bring up 1322 on the cow details screen, she has now been confirmed in calf to her last joining. Checking her details on the right hand side, we see that the confirmed pregnant box has now been ticked. We now only have the cows left that are in calf to an earlier joining or an unrecorded natural joining. Let's do one that is in calf to an earlier joining first. 1337 is in calf to her earlier joining of 10 weeks. We'll type her number in the ID field, enter our Preg testing date again, and once again use P for Preg test, this time selecting I for in calf. You may have noticed this option was not available for group events. Press enter and a window will pop up with a list of her joinings for the season and how many weeks in calf she would be to each one. We will click on the 10-week joining and this returns us to the event screen with the details filled in for the joining we selected. Press enter to accept the sire. The notes have been filled in with the number of weeks in calf and the sire's full name. Press enter and the save button will be highlighted. Press enter again and our event has been saved. If we look at her event history, we will see that she's been preg tested in calf to CB powerful at 10 weeks. If we switch to the cow details screen, we can see that her expected calving has been set to her earlier joining and she has been confirmed pregnant. The last thing we need to do is preg test a cow to an unrecorded joining. 1421 here is 11 weeks in calf, but did not have a matching joining. Even though the mating we want to preg test her in calf to is not in her event history, we don't need to add it. Let's return to the event screen and enter her cow ID and press enter. Once again, press enter on the preg test date and we will use preg test in calf again. When we press enter, our list of joinings is displayed. As she's not in calf to either of these, we will click the close button without making a selection. We have been returned to our event screen and Easy Dairy is waiting for a sire. Let's select our natural bull Jerry from the list and press enter. We are now prompted to enter the number of weeks in calf the vet gave us. We will enter the 11 from our report in here and press enter again. You will notice that Easy Dairy has calculated the mating date for this joining. This allows you to double check if the bull was in at this time. If we are happy with the displayed information, press enter again on the notes and enter again on save. You will notice that Easy Dairy has not only preg tested 1421 in calf 11 weeks to Jerry, but has also created the missing joining. Checking her details again, we can now see her expected calving sire is Jerry, her expected calving date has been updated, and she has also been marked as confirmed pregnant. We have been overwhelmed by the positive response to these training videos. If you like this video, have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to check out the other training videos. You can follow the links on screen or watch them all on our website. Thanks for watching.